Not yet.
We'll be back for you.
I'll be waiting.
Hey, hot stuff. Remember, I need that orb.
Midgard. Almost missed it.
There's still a few loose ends to tie up. Midgard's frozen lake still teems with raider camps.
Not for much longer. Let's find them. It's strange. There are still signs of the world serpent all over the lake. But we saw him disappear at Ragnarok.
That can only mean the legend was true all along. That blow from Thor sent Jormungandr straight back in time. A younger Jormi, fresh from Jotunheim, would grow into the serpent we know.
When we first met the snake, you said that he found Atreus familiar. Perhaps they met in Jotunheim.
Perhaps so, brother. We'll have to ask the lad for that story when we next see him. Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Use a shield strike!
Deflect the attack!
Seems for every camp we destroy, we find two more.
It's almost impressive.
Brother, you don't like riddles, eh?
No.
Oh, you just haven't heard any good ones. Here, I'm tall when I'm young, when I'm old. What
A
happens?
handle.
Yeah. Heard that one before?
No.
Oh. Well, did you like it?
No.
Look, there's some debris over there. I'm guessing from Tyr's core statue.
The Hildcray's battle that grave will provide.
That must be Tyr's helmet from his statue.
Win minds, not wars.
Tyr understood the greatest fight of them all was the battle for people's hearts and minds. There, fancy a riddle?
If you fancy a boot to the head.
Riddle solved. Ready that shield!
Enemy behind you, Kratos! Got him!
This is truly thankless work.
It must be done.
I'm sure the civilians we're protecting would thank us. Well, thank both of you. Me, they would just point at and scream. Brother, somewhere out there's a riddle you'd enjoy, and I'm going to find it.
Do not.
Once spoken, instantly broken. What am I?
Silence.
Correct!
I was not answering the riddle.
Ah.
I look forward to exploring Alfheim and not having to fight elves.
Oh? What makes you think that's an option?
They've united, haven't they? What possible reason would they have to attack us?
Sorry to say, but there are still plenty of elves out in the Barrens eager for conflict.
But why? Freyr united them. They fought together at Ragnarok.
For those who have spent their lives in combat, peace is not always an option.
Freya, you once revived a giant's corpse to stop a certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant's corpse for me to revive?
No?
Well, there you go.
Behind you! Watch out!
Nasty hit! You alright, brother? Behind you! Look
Shield strike! Now!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
Behind you, Kratos!
Behind you, watch out! Right, you watch out!
I feel bad for the Asgardians, and even worse for the Midgardian refugees. Learning the god they indebted themselves to didn't care for them at all. Showing betrayal.
Aye. Their homes will not be the only thing they will be rebuilding. Brother, in my travels, I heard of a great battle in your homeland, at a place called the Gates of Fire.
The Hot Gates.
You were there?
No.
Is that regret in your voice?
I did regret not dying there for many years. But no longer.
Wait a bloody moment. Is that...
Thor's hammer. And his daughter.
I'll make you proud, Dad.
Well, good for her.
Look here.
Gulon in Alfheim?
And sled trained by the looks of it. Most unusual.
I've never seen such obedience in Gulon. There's some kind of magic at work here.
Regardless, it could make desert travel downright pleasant. Not for a brutal sandstorm. Any particular direction to find your wounded animal? Or are we just enjoying the weather?
How do you hope to find anything in all this?
Perhaps we find a cave first to catch our bearings?
Look there! An entrance to the caves!
Is that a Bifrost trail in the sky up ahead?
More stragglers of Odin's army await.
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost. Is that a Bifrost trail in the sky up ahead?
More stragglers of Odin's army await.
Careful, brother! You're covered in Bifrost!
This is the last.
I believe that was the last stronghold of the Aesir.
So, Odin's oppressive ways have finally ended.
Are you satisfied?
Yes. Perhaps the realms may finally find peace and healing.
This cave extends underneath the desert.
Aye. A refuge for the Dark Elves, by the looks of it. One of the few remaining now that they're barred from the temple. Perhaps we'll find Atreus' wounded animal down here.
Lead the way, Kratos. I trust you to not get us lost underground.
Could the Twilight Stone give you the angle you need, brother?
Behind you! Incoming!
Behind you! Incoming!
These poor elves, blinded by hate, lashing out at everything and everyone for their fate.
They will not listen to reason. Combat is unavoidable.
Oh, trust me, I know. Still, I wish it were not the case.
Patience. A virtue or a threat?
Depends on the reader.
This creature Atreus heard, why wait until now to free it?
It was not a priority.
We were too busy attempting to stave off Ragnarok to indulge in any desert dalliances.
Shame. I imagine Atreus would have enjoyed a quest to free an injured animal.
Yes, he would have.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to twist the knife.
You did not. Atreus has chosen his path. I trust him to be safe.
I wish I had your confidence with my own son when he was Atreus' age. Baldur craved adventure, but with the words of the Norns repeating in my head.
Your worry consumed you, as my rage once did to me.
You overcame it, eventually.
Thanks to Atreus. And his mother.
Yes. Perhaps if Odin had loved his children as much as he loved using them, both would still be with us.
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
Nasty hit! You all right, brother?
Incoming right side!
Atreus reminds me more of Freyr in his youth than of Baldur. His sensitivity, his compulsion to help any and all in need.
That is his mother's influence. Despite all attempts to train him otherwise, Atreus was eager to help lost spirits or run errands for the dwarves during our travels together.
Faye's influence runs deeper than that. Why do you think you're the one assaulting a cave full of hostile dark elves to save a wounded creature?
Pitch on the left!
Behind you! Look out!
Versions like this once served as training for Atreus, or an excuse to gather resources while testing his abilities. But I made him a promise. His voice as my guide.
And his voice told you to come out here?
He would approve. Strange that means more to me now than it did before he left.
You've said it yourself. Atreus takes after his mother. His approval is her approval.
On the left! Behind you, brother!
Come on, Kratos, get up!
Nightmare on the left!
Incoming! Above you!
A Hofgufa. I haven't seen one since I was a child.
Great Gefeune's ghost! That's the largest bloody half-goof I've ever laid eyes on.
That howling sounds familiar.
It's the Song of the Sands. They don't normally sing like this underground.
That must be the cause of the storm.
Aye. Judging by all this hive matter weighing it down, it's been trapped here for dozens of winters.
There must be a way to cut it loose.
I'd wager that there's nothing here a well-placed throw of the axe can't solve.
If we can clear those rocks away, we might get the right angle. That but it can't seem to escape.
Much of the hive matter is gone. We can free it from the surface now.
How in the realms did they capture such a large one?
Half-Gophers are known to burrow, so I'd hesitate to place full blame on our Dark Elf friends.
Even though it's bound by their hive?
Hive matter doesn't belong to the Dark Elves, any more than the light belongs to the Light Elves. It's just another of Alfheim's natural resources. One the elves have used since the time of their ancestors. And while the Light Elves seem keen to banish the hive over on their side, the Dark Elves make effective use of it out here in the Barrens.
But if this is true, are we doing more harm than good by destroying this hive?
You wish to leave the creature enslaved?
No. Freya would have wanted us to do everything in our power to restore this realm. We will free it.
Here! You should be able to cut this part away and free the half-Goofa!
Never imagined I'd see a half-Goofa fly again. Can't believe the lad missed this.
The storm is gone. The Song of the Sands has returned to Alfheim. Albeit somewhat diminished from how I remember it as a child.
Atreus will be glad to hear it is no longer in pain.
You look forward to telling him.
One day. Yes.
You gave him a gift, allowing him to walk his own path. I know that wasn't easy.
I know you cared for him as well. You have always done right by Atreus.
He is the best of us.
Well, nice to be able to have a real conversation out here for once. We never do seem to get rid of those things.
When Jormungandr attacked Thor in Asgard, it seemed personal somehow. But there's no way they could have met before that, is there?
I've been pondering that, and I have a theory. We know the lad spent his time in Jotunheim learning soul magic. Perhaps the serpent figured in.
You mean Atreus placed some other giant soul into him? Someone who already hated Thor to begin with?
Exactly! Though that doesn't narrow it down much, I grant you. I wonder if Yom even remembers after all this time who he once was. More bloody dropper.
Enemy behind you, Kratos!
Reminds me of tales of a cruel empress, one too angry to die.
We will see.
Brother, I've been meaning to ask. Your homeland. I'd heard the gods there wielded every flavor of power you could imagine. Lightning, fire, the whole lot.
As did I, for many years.
Oh. Any chance you could recall some of that magic?
No, I have tried.
Magic is bound to the earth. When your homeland died, your powers probably went with it.
Well, probably for the best. Let the past stay in the past and all that.
Y'all still looking for the orb? Even pointier than before. Too deadly. Brutal. Very fierce. Too deadly. Y'all feeling crafty? Want to talk for a spell?
Hello! Good to see the chimes working as intended.
Hello, Ratatoska.
Hello, Master Kratos. What you've accomplished for these realms is truly something I never thought possible. Rest assured, good Master Brock would be proud beyond measure, even if only to express it in his love language of profane non-sequiturs. But he is terribly missed.
Yes, he is.
Now, there is one rather interesting development to apprise you of. The detonation of Asgard shook the world tree to its very roots, dislodging a great number of realm seeds. I thought you might wish to have them. My little way of saying, thank you for preventing my death by immolation.
You are welcome. As you asked.
What a rambunctious bunch!
We're heading back to Vanaheim?
There's work to be done. Helka seemed awfully eager to show us something. If we could only track her down. And what else? We've still got to find that mysterious orb for Lunda. Also what? You asked us to explore the river delta with you. Perhaps it's time we did...
Enough. I remember.
There's another of Garm's realm tears nearby.
Right side! Guys, you watch out!
This is not over.
Behind you! Incoming! Halfway there.
I'm up for closing the rest if you are, Kratos.
Follow me. Freya, when Hildisvini went to Helheim, how did he not freeze to death?
A perk of the Joker.
The boar-shifting warriors of Vanaheim, as wise in statecraft as they are deadly on the battlefield.
So they may shift into whatever form they like.
Sure, so long as the only two shapes they'd like to shift into are human and boar.
What is your unfinished business?
I left something behind, near the falls.
Your wedding site. Now why do you want to be going back there?
To be free of the bonds of my marriage. And to Asgard.
I think you severed that a long time ago.
Not completely. Not enough.
Guide us.
My people settled this river many ages ago. Thousands traveled it on pilgrimage to the shrine of worship. But then the Aesir came. This is all that's left. Astrid's garden. The wilds reclaimed it. It was beautiful once.
find that orb yet?
This crest. It's mine. Waterfalls. We're close. There should be a gate up ahead.
That's quite a gate. Don't suppose you know a way through?
The Pilgrim Gate. I can open it. We just need to find the right vantage point.
Just curious, brother. Why don't you like riddles?
They are frivolous.
They encourage lateral thinking. Listen, there are three doors be...
Prepare for a fight.
Arrows should pour down. Take it off, man. You've got this.
Above you! Incoming! Good riddance!
Now, how do we get up there, I wonder?
We can't. Not with those vines in the way. Doesn't look like we can reach it from down here. Looks like that worked.
So, what's it like? being back.
Like I haven't come back at all. Everything's changed. I'm a stranger here.
I know the feeling.
The runic word appeared over there. See it? Mecking. We should be able to reach the wedding site.
What utter foolishness.
What is wrong?
I died. And you will help me.
Of course, Gunhild. But to what end?
When the Einherjar came, we needed a way to fight back. I suggested, say their magic.
I understand your desperation, but that was foolish.
Clearly. I was lucky enough to be murdered before my mind could be corrupted, as theirs did. You must free them.
Of course. Say their magic corrupts so ruthlessly. Those poor souls must be in agony.
Then we shall give them death.
The closer we get, the more tightness grows in my chest.
You're sure you want to continue?
Confronting the past comes with a price.
It must be done. I've lived with this pain far too long. If you can believe it. We were happy once. For a time, foolishly believed the peace would last. Perhaps that was my mistake. All I wanted was to protect my family.
There is no shame in that.
I failed, all the same.
Watch out!
Switching arrows!
Behind you, brother!
Do you know why I left that night, Mimir?
Only a hunch.
He showed me who he really was. Odin asked me to cast a protection spell on him. The one I used on my son. But the way it drove our boy mad, I refused. He was furious, throwing every object he could find, destroyed the room. There was only coldness after that. I tried to make it work, but...
No one could have lived like that, Your Majesty.
Over there. Sigil arrows won't work on this. Allow me. Fu now. I never thought I'd come back here. Reavers, of course.
Rock, watch out! It's a soul eater! It doesn't belong here! We must get rid of it!
Watch your right!
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
Reavers, of course.
Watch out! It's a soul eater! It doesn't belong here! We must get rid of it! Behind you! Look out!
Behind you! Look out!
Come on, Kratos! Off your back! Watch out! It's a soul eater! It doesn't belong here! We must get rid of it! Switching arrows! Protect yourself! Hit its chest! What it drops is highly volatile.
This place used to be sacred. Now it sits abandoned, vandalized. Hopefully the objects I'm looking for are still here. What's that? So much about that day I wish I could change. If only I'd seen the signs.
Above you! Watch out!
Kratos! Are you okay?
You won't be able to damage it without destroying the mother. It's a large bulbous thing. You can't miss it.
Anything illuminating? Right side!
The crest of the Hewley family. One of the first families ripped apart by the war. My certain is gone.
It's on that pedestal by the balcony!
We must remove these creatures first.
Incoming, right side! Alka! Alka!
Look at this.
It belonged to you.
A symbol of commitment. After the ceremony, he had a new one made every week, each more beautiful than the last. He stopped when I refused to teach him the old magic. You know, my people used to send me gifts too, so I wouldn't forget home. But after the birth of my son, they stopped too. I can't read that from here. Let's head back and I can take a better look. I thought I'd feel peace by breaking it. But I feel nothing.
Perhaps what you seek cannot be found in a circlet.
You may be right.
What's your last? This is a fine mess.
The word isn't complete. It's missing a piece. The door is shut. If memory serves, we'll need to light both of those torches to open it. This is a mystic fire. Its flames are short-lived. That's it.
Behind you! Look out! Behind you! Incoming!
Alpha!
Brother!
Alpha! Protect yourself! Must stop that token from singing!
Behind you! Watch out!
It's explosive! Be careful!
There. I see the chalice.
From the ceremony.
A symbol of reconciliation. We drank from the lover's chalice until we could hardly stand. I confided in him that night about wanting an apology from Freyr. Odin reassured me that he'd be the only family I'd need. And I believed him. The word is complete, but I still can't read it from here. Let's head back down.
Learn anything? Better now?
No. The pain only grows. Will I never be free of it? What more do I need to do? It's a denouncement from my people, placed during my wedding. runic word appeared over there. See it? Now I just need to speak the Fluga. After all the battles I've fought, why does the other side of this door scare me most?
The most difficult battles are fought within. But this battle, you will not fight alone. Are you ready?
Yes. There it is. My final tie to Asgard. We drove that sword into the pillar together. The sword was forged for the ceremony. A symbol of our union. Mona.
The stone refuses to let go.
Mona! The deepest wounds form the strongest bonds. Bastard said it as part of our vows. I hate it when he's right. Asgard holds a part of me I can't sever. I bond to my son. To the Valkyries. That damn realm isn't just Odin's. It belongs to me, too. The pain he caused is his. I refuse to keep holding on to it. This sword no longer holds our legacy. But it will serve as mine.
A much more fitting use for it. What's it say, brother?
I suppose it's on to the next battle now.
Yes. You won an important one today.
If I may.
Since when have you ever asked for permission?
It's just... I owe you my life, such as it is. And I've caused you so much pain. Put you in a terrible situation. For that, Freya, I'm truly sorry.
I wanted to end that war too.
I know. I swear to do better by you nonetheless. Anything you ask, consider it done. I'm forever in your debt.
I appreciate that. Even if you can't help being an obnoxious noble.
I'm afraid I'll never know how to stop doing that, Your Majesty.
Nasty hit! You all right, brother? Brother, get up! Brother!
Shield!
much for that boat.
You know, an arrogant man once told me you can't change the past, only how it shapes you. I think he might be right. It's been a while since I've had a confidant. Would the god of few words lend me his ear now and again?
As long as I am needed.
Those scrawlings must be Sather nearby.
Lunda's orb.
Be cautious. We know not what it does.
You really think she'd send us to get the bloody thing if it was going to kill us? Let's just take it back to her.
Interesting. Sigil arrows won't work on this. That's it. Do you regret it, Mimir?
Most likely. What are we talking about in particular?
Giving up your body?
Do I regret exchanging my life for my freedom? That's a question I ask myself every day, my lady.
What about today?
Today? Glad to be out in the world. How else could I spend such quality time with you?
Okay, okay.
I know that face. You got something for me, don't ya?
Thanks for grabbing that for us.
Lunda,
Right. Business time.
here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Helga's been itching to get her ball back all dang winter. It's her favorite toy.
What?
You should see the way she plays with this thing. Tail wags so hard, I'm afraid it's gonna wag me. I'll keep it for the next time I see her. Now, if you can find the rest of my armor set I left out there, I'll repair it for you. Free of charge, even.
Good thing you were so cautious, brother.
Quiet.
He's right, Mimir. Show respect. The squeaky toy could have been the death of us all.
And it nearly was.
Do not laugh.
It's hard not to, brother.
Try.
Okay. Okay.
What do you need, handsome? Oh, yeah. Seen one of these before. Y'all feeling, crafty? Oh, heading off already? Got time to chat?
No matter what you try, the results will be the same.